Welcome back, video creeps. I think we need a little bit of happiness. When it struck me, I don't think on Video Creep we've ever spoken about secrets of the Mogwai. So I decided to go online, compile a bunch of information, and give it to you guys. So that way we're all on the same page. So without further ado, let's get into what the future holds for Gremlins. So the very first and most major thing to know about this show is that it will not be widely available. We've known for some time now that Warner Brothers was planning on creating their own streaming service, and that streaming service just so happens to be HBO Max. So no HBO Max, no Gremlins. Because they've tried their fucking hardest, man, greenlighting a 10-episode run of an animated prequel series to the movie franchise Gremlins.
Are you hungry? Hungry as a gremlin? Here's Gremlin cereal.
Gremlins, gremlins, bite after bite. What a tasty way to satisfy a gremlin appetite.
Gremlins is a deliciously sweet, crunchy cereal that satisfies the hungry little gremlin that's in all of us.
Gremlins, gremlins, bite after bite. What a tasty way to satisfy a gremlin appetite.
Gremlin cereal is part of this complete breakfast.
Gremlin, yum yum.
Which honestly, HBO Max is gunning for horror fans. Let us not forget that Overlook will also be exclusive to HBO Max. These motherfuckers are smart. Now we know that the TV show will be written by kind of a new face, a writer named, let's watch this name, Tae Chun? Now, like I said, he doesn't have a very deep bench as far as film and television go, only having major mentions in the films Children of Invention and Cold Comes the Night. However, in the literary world, the guy actually has made some waves. He actually has a couple credits that he can flex with. He's the creator of the very popular book, 7 Deadly Sins, in addition to the fearsome Dr. Fang. But an even bigger get for this project is the fact that we will see the return of Joe Dante, the director of Gremlins and Gremlins A New Batch, returning onto the set as a consultant for the show. This is awesome because it means that we're gonna get somebody who knows this show like the back of their hand. And with that kind of guiding force, that's a really good sign. This guy's not gonna let the legacy of Gremlins get tarnished. Secrets of the Mogwai has some fighting power behind it. Now, as far as the show itself, we actually have quite a good idea of what to expect as far as the plot of this show. We know that the show will focus on Mr. Wing, the shop owner from A New Batch and the first Gremlins. However, it will take place in 1920 in Shanghai, China. So in this thing, Mr. Wing will not be the old man that we know. Remember, Gremlins 1 and 2 came out in 1984 and then 1990. So if we're going all the way back to 1920, that means Mr. Wing is going to be around 10 years old. And this is where we will see Mr. Wing meet Gizmo. In addition to Gizmo and Mr. Wing, aka Sam Wing, we know that there will be a teenager character named Elle, who plays a thief, I'm assuming like an Aladdin type human being, and the three of them will go on a journey in order to get Gizmo back home to his family and to uncover a legendary treasure, which is what I'm assuming this thief teenage girl Elle is gonna be there for. But something else that they mention, which I think is really interesting, is what the villains on this journey will be. And the description goes, colorful little monsters and spirits from Chinese folklore, which is really interesting. We don't know the world of Gremlins and Mogwais, and since this will be an animated show, there's a good chance that we're gonna see a lot of new creatures that we've never seen before. And that's just talking about the monsters. If you look at Chinese folklore, some of these evil spirits are fucking rough looking. And as if that wasn't enough, they also make mention that all the while through their journey, there is an evil army of gremlins that are trying to pursue Gizmo. Now, we don't know why this army is motivated to kill Gizmo. Maybe it's for the exact same reasons that Stripe wanted to get at Gizmo, but I am excited to see how that's gonna turn out, especially the Chinese folklore thing. Have you seen some of them? They look like they eat Mogwais for breakfast. Now, in the time being, Gremlins Secrets of the Mogwai is the official working title. And considering that we've gotten some artwork for this thing, I think we can kick back and say that that is probably exactly what this thing is gonna be called. I don't foresee a name change in the future. Now, I know there's gonna be a couple naysayers saying this should be live action. Why is it animated? But really, you should take a step back to think about what they are doing. 1920 Shanghai, China is a period piece, and using practical effects for an army of gremlins would be extremely expensive. However, if you need that live action fix inside of you, there's a good chance that this TV show will jumpstart a Gremlins 3. Remember, this is Warner Brothers and Amblin Entertainment. The last time that these two guys got together, we got Ready Player One. These aren't stupid people. They know what they're doing. This isn't gonna be some weird Saturday morning cartoon. This will have an edge. This will be dark, and it will stay true to the spirit of Gremlins. For any Gizmo purists out there wondering if Howie Mandel will be reprising his role as the voice of Gizmo, in July, Howie Mandel actually confirmed that he will not be a part of this project. Clearly, he's too busy doing the live-action version of Bobby's World. In addition to Howie Mandel not coming back, we also won't see the return of Billy. During an interview with Sci-Fi, Zach Galligan went on to say this: "It seems like what they're gonna do is re-educate us on some of the mythology surrounding Gremlins and Gizmo and Mogwai, and of course, most importantly, the 3 nebulous rules." You have to figure that they're using the animated series as a stepping stone to a larger endgame, which is a live-action Gremlins movie. That would be my assumption, and it's really not that much of a stretch to think that that's what they're doing. Joe Dante said that the people involved in it are very smart and very respectful to the franchise, and doing a very good job with a lot of interesting ideas. Of course, that's pretty vague, but it was overwhelmingly positive. And I know Joe well enough for close to 40 years to know that if he was grumpy about and was unhappy with the way that things were going, he probably wouldn't have told me. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am choosing to believe him on that. But again, I'm just one of those people who want to know more about Gremlins. I'm excited about the expansion of this universe, and finally learn more about these green little monsters. Right now, Secrets of the Mogwai have plans of releasing in 2021. But with the pandemic and the world in its current state, and this being an animated TV show, it's best that we just play it by ear for now. And that is everything that we know about Gremlins Secret of the Mogwai. If you have any hot tips, let me know down in the comments below. And of course, if you're not already, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that way you know when my next video is up. Do it now. If you want to support the channel, go down into the description of this video where you will find me all across my social media. In addition to a cool little place called Coffin Grounds on Facebook where I like to hang out and talk about horror. And if you want to be a superstar, become a Patreon to support my channel. That's going to be it for this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace! Let me tell you about my Patreons and ons and ons and ons. How they go beyond and on and on and on. Rebecca Reviews, Desmond Flicks and Butcher's Grindhouse. It's just fine how Splatter Vision, Larry Sherman, Kyoka, Corey Stewart, Michael Andrews, Carwoman, Chris Arnott, Ready or not, cause this is my Patreon song for you. This is my Patreon song for you.